Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Ashish here, and today I'll be covering a puzzle genre called letter weights puzzle. So this puzzle was featured in the recent puzzle GP contest. One of the highest pointer of that contest, it was a 64 pointer puzzle, and that was the highest of the contest. And it was really an excellent puzzle. I obviously didn't solve during the contest. It was very I usually don't go for letter weights, but after the contest when I solved it, it was amazing. The logic was amazing. So it was really one of the best puzzles of the contest, and of course from one of the best authors of the world, right? Murat is really an excellent author, one of my favorite authors, and I really love puzzles created by Murat. His puzzles are really logical, purely different, out of the box thinking, right? So I really love his puzzles, and this particular puzzle, letter weights puzzle, is really an excellent one. So I thought of covering a video on this one. So before going to the puzzle, I would highly recommend you to please subscribe to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles if you haven't done so. It will really motivate us to cover videos on a regular basis. And if at all you have a request for any Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, you can let us know in the comment below and we'll surely make a video on it. And I'm coming back to this puzzle. So rules are very easy. So we are solving these kind of puzzles for the first time on our channel, but it's really very good thing, I would say, because it's kind of a variety that usually I have people actually love this. So I'll just explain you the rules. So there are 11 numbers used here. If you see here 1 to 11, sorry, I think so the edges made it work this way. Just a second, I'll just switch it off, and yeah, it should be fine now. So if you see here, there are exactly 11 numbers used here, 1 to 11, and there are exactly 11 letters used here, right? So each number represents one letter, or each letter is representing a number, and we have to find what number denotes what letter, right? So if A is 1, D is 4, L is 5, that will have to be substituted. You have to substitute it here to get the equation correct, right? So the rules are quite simple here. Write a number under each letter, right? So exactly under each letter you have to write a number from 1 to 11, such that different letters denote different numbers. So no two different letters can have same digits or same number, and you have some equations given here, right? So the addition of these, when you substitute each letter with a number, the particular number, you'll have the equation correct. So let us assume that you have B as 8 and L as something, O is something, and again B as 8. When you add these four numbers, you will have to get 32. That is what you have to substitute each letter with a number, and you have to get the equation correct. So the solution to this is you have to find which letter denotes which number, and using the equations that are given here, right? Easy, I would say easy puzzle, easy rules, but really a different one. This was really an out of box thinking here. And usually in a letter weights puzzle, what you do is, so there are a different kind of I would say way to solve letter weights puzzle. One of the easiest way is that you usually substitute one whole word into another, and then solve the equation to get one of the letter. For example, let me show you here. Here it is heart is equal to 39, right? Somewhere if you had tear is equal to 35, TEAR. Let us assume you had I'll mark that TEAR is equal to 35, which means if you see you have TEAR here as well in the heart, and you have an extra H here that subs to 39. So if I remove TEAR from here and 35 from here, I will get H is equal to 4, right? This is how usually a letter weights puzzle work. You have to substitute a whole word into another, or maybe sometimes you have to substitute two words into a big word or something of that kind, and that will help you solve the puzzle easily. But you don't have anything of that kind here, because you have only 5 equations here, and that is really difficult to construct such a puzzle. And if you see here, there is nothing like you have a whole word substituted into another word and then you can solve the equation. So how do you solve these kind of puzzles? This particular puzzle has a really different kind of thinking. The other way to think about this puzzle is, see a word that has different letters in it. No two letters are same, in a word, right? And the only word that is heart here. If you see here, heart is 39. All the 5 letters here are distinct, right? There are no 2 same letters here, alphabet here, and which means if you see here, the remaining 6, so there are exactly 7 letters here: A, B, D, E, H, L, O, P, R, T, U, right? Out of which, if you take the heart, if you take out the heart, there are exactly 6 letters remaining, that is B, L, O, P, U, D, right? So let me write here. I will write here, it's B, right, L, O, P, U and D, right? So if you see here, the sum of 1 to 11 is 66, out of which if you take the 5 letters heart, out of which 66 minus 39 is 27, right? Of course, yeah, it is 27. So the remaining letters, the sum of these 6 remaining letters would have to be 27, because these are 11 distinct letters, BLOPUD plus HEART, that sums to 1 plus 11, 66, right? So 39 plus 27 is 66. We got that way, right? Now if you see here, we already know that blob is 32 and BLOPUD is 27. Now if I equate these two equations, what I get is B. You have a B extra here, so BLO, I'll just remove BLO from both of these sides, remove 27. Okay, let the 27 be here. I'll remove the BLO here. I'll get if I equate these two exactly, blob is 32 and blopad is 27, which means 1B plus 5 is equal to PUD, right? One of the sorry, I said the other way. 1B is equal to 5 plus PUD, right? So equating these two equations here, blob is 32 and blopad is equal to 27, BLOPUD is 27. If I equate these two equations, B is equal to 5 plus PUD, right? How do you do that? I'll show you the easier way here. We know that BLOPUD is equal to 27 plus 5, or I'll do that way is, okay, I'll do this way. Let me show you an easy way. BLOPUD plus 5 is equal to blob, right? Because blob is 32, right? BLOPUD is 27 plus 5 is blob, because blob is 32. Now if you cancel BLO here, B is equal to 5 plus PUD, you will get that, right? So doing this way, we get that B minus PUD is equal to 5. I've just what I've done is I've just transferred the LHS and RHS this way, and if you see here, B minus PUD is equal to 5. Now this particular equation actually gives you one number here. If you take the B as maximum, the maximum number is 11, right? If you take B as maximum and PUD as the minimum number 1, 2 and 3 anyway, so 1, 2, 3 can be in any combination, you'll of course get 5. So whatever you do other way, the number will never be 5. So if you take B as just one letter minimum, one number minimum, that is 10, and PUD is 1, 2, 3, you will get 4, which means you will have to take B as the maximum and PUD as the minimum to get the answer 5. So which means B is 11 here, PUD is 1, 2 and 3, right? Either 1, 2 or 3. PUD, sorry, not A. I'll take the Sudoku thing, that will be easy for me to do. Yeah. So PUD is 1, 2 and 3. Right? Come on guys. Okay. Yeah. PUD. Yeah. If you have a P here. U 1, 2, 3 and D is 1, 2, 3. Right? So we got that B is 11 and PUD is 1, 2, 3 in any way it could be. So in any combination. Right? We got our first equation that helped us to solve this puzzle. Right? Now let's go with the other one now. Mm, the next thing that you have to do is now that we have got b is 11, now you have to take this equation TADA is equal to 32. Now if you substitute the maximum values in TADA, you should get the answer is 32. So the next maximum value is 10, but you have two a's here, so let us take the maximum way possible. If a is 10, you will have 20, right? So 2 a's will give you 20. T plus d is equal to 12. The next two minimum values are, you know that d is either 1, 2 or 3. So the maximum value of d would be 3. Let us take d as 3, right? And then t would be 9, of course. So the maximum value you can take is t is 9, d a is 10. Sorry, I'll again have to use that. Okay, d is 9, a is 10 here. I can't write 10 here. D is again, you can take 1, 2, 3. If you have 1, 2 and 3, the maximum value for d can be 3. That means a is again 10. So 9 plus 10 plus 3 plus 10. How much? That gives you 32. Which means if you take the maximum value of everything, the tada is correct. So one number less. If at all you have one number less, you won't have the equation correct. So which means d would have to be a 3 here, right? You can remove 3 from this cell, right? T would have to be, a would have to be 10 here. Okay, I could use the numbers itself to get the thing correct. A would have to be 10, right? And d would have to be 3, t would have to be 9. And this way you get the equations correct. Next, what we do is, okay, just a second. Okay, next let us take the letter here, right? Letter. Let us again take the maximum values for the letter L, right? You know that T is nothing but 9. So 9 and 9 I will write here. We know that 2 E's and L and R is pending here. 2 E's, L and R is pending. So 9 plus 9 is 18. 46 minus 18 is 28. Which means you will need L, E, E, R is equal to 28. Right? If I remove the T here, which is 9 plus 9, 18. 18 minus 46 is 28. If you see here, L double E R is 28. Now if you substitute here, okay, if we take maximum E as 8, 8 plus 8 is 16 here. So L plus R is L plus R would have to be 12. Next, what is the maximum value? 7 and 6. Just a second. If you take T as 9, that gives you 18, 46, 28. So if you take E as 8, not 9 of course, E as 8, you will get 16, 7 and 6. HEART. Okay, there's other way to do that. Just a second. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. If 8 is gone, 7 and 5 would be correct. If this is 7, 14. If I have E as 7, what will happen here? Okay, if I have E as 7, you'll have 14, then L plus R is also again 14. Of course, 8 plus 6 is possible. TADA, okay, that is done. A and T is got 19 here, so you have 20 more. HER is 20. If you take that 8, it will be oh, I forgot one thing. Before this, I had to do this thing. Sorry, guys. Of course, I forgot one thing was. So you got B is 11, right? I'm extremely sorry. Yeah, if you got B is 11, now let us take the equation BLOB, right? So 11 and 11, 20, 22, right? So L plus O would have to be 10, right? So 11 plus 11 is 22, so 32 minus 22 is 10. So L plus O would have to be 10. What are the possible values for L plus O to be 10? You already have used 1 and 2 and 3. So the only possible is L plus O would have to be, L and O would have to be 4 or 6, right? I forgot that. So it is 4, 6, 4, 6, right? L plus O is 4 and 6. Now if you see here letter, now you can go with the letter here. I totally forgot that. LER is 28, right? Now if you substitute E as 8, what happens? Let us see. If E is 8, L plus R would have to be 12. What are the possible values for L plus R to be 12? L can either be 4 or 6. If L is 6, R would also have to be 6. That is ruled out. If L is 4, R again would have to be 8. But E also is 8 already. Right? So which means E cannot be 8. Let us substitute E as 7 now. If you take E as 7, that is the maximum value possible. L plus R would have to be 14. Right? Now what are the possible values for L plus R to be 14? L cannot be 4, then it has to be 6. If L is 6, then R would have to be 8, and you get that 28. Now let us see if there are any other possibilities if we decrease the value more for E. Let us E take as 6 now. E cannot be 6 because 4 or 6 is either L or O. So E will only have to be 5, and the moment you take E as 5, the equation actually contradicts because L and R would have to be the top values, which are of course already taken, which means 7 E would have to be 7 here, L would have to be 6, that means O as 4 and R is 8, right? You have only H and O remaining. O is 4, I am sorry. So you have only H remaining, and if no, you already have P. Yeah, P is also there. P is 1 or 2, right? So you have to substitute that here to get the 26 here. H is already 5 here. Now let us substitute numbers in purple to see if you get P and U. So what is R here? R is 8, L is 6, that is 14, E is 7, that is 21. So 2P plus U is equal to 5, which means P would have to be 2 to get the answer correct. So P is 2 and U is 1, because P plus U gives you 5, and which means if P is 2 and U is 1, you get the substitution correct, and with that you solve this excellent puzzle. This was amazing puzzle, really a high pointer puzzle. I was really shocked when I saw this puzzle. When I actually solved this puzzle, it was really a difficult one to solve. thinking out of the box, you just have to see the heart here is 5 distinct letters, which gives you 39. So the other remaining 6 will give you 27, which means that directly gives you b is equal to 5 plus PUD. That means b minus PUD is 5. And if you take b as the maximum and PUD is the minimum here, you will get the equation correct. That directly gives you L plus O would have to be 4 and 6, but in any order, we don't know the order. And then we directly go for the letter here. That we go for the tada, with that gives you T, A and D. Then we go for the letter, that gives you LET, and then that substitutes P and E, P and U already. Amazing puzzle. I hope you enjoyed this puzzle. So this was really an amazing puzzle. I totally enjoyed this puzzle even after solving and covering the video. So I hope you enjoyed this puzzle. Do like and comment if you want us to solve any other Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.